So the hands are right here. Shoulders are relaxed as you are. Your rib cage feels like it's up. Because in order to sing properly, you need to breathe. So relax your hands right next to you. If you're used to standing like this, it's going to be a little tough at the beginning. But when we perform, it's very important for people to see us standing the same way. So it's going to take a little bit of remembering. Right. Okay, I'd like you to put your hand here and exhale all the way. And now breathe in all the way. What you should be feeling is this expanding. So we don't want to breathe like this. In fact, I didn't see anything breathe like that, which is nice. This is shallow breathing. It means that our rib cage is up first. So we need our rib cage to be up, and we need to breathe out here and breathe in here, and this expands. Let's try that again. Exhale all the way, and inhale all the way. Good. Next. We're going to do a couple of shushes, and you're going to feel this working. Hopefully. Like this. Just like that. You're going to feel this pulsating with each one. Ready? And. Yeah, very, very good. Do it again. Breathe in all the way. And. Great, great. Pick one of those pitches that I just played. And sing la on that pitch. And. Very good, very good, very good. Keep your hands here. And while you're singing that la, try to maintain the outness of this. Try to make the energy that you're singing with be here and keep it out. Don't collapse. Don't go la. Don't do that. Try to keep it out. La. Almost expanding this so that it's still against your hand. Ready? Big breath. And. La. Very good. La, 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 la. And. La, 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 la. Ooh. Solfege. All one breath, but separate each of the highs. And. Stop singing or move down an octave. So if you're all the way up here, you can shift down to it. Okay, so how many people don't know their voice part? Yeah, okay. So is what we're going to do. So let's try something. We're all, right now, gentlemen, we're all going to sing the same part. Okay? So why don't we have you two guys over here, young man right there, and let's try to make a chord. So gentlemen, this will be your note for ah. Yeah, why don't we stand and do this? Everybody. Okay, listen carefully for your note. Gentlemen, this is your note. Oh, excellent. Ladies? No, that's up here. And put them right in front of your ears. And you're going to feel, if you go like this, you're going to feel something moving. Your jaw is attached to your skull right there. And when you open your mouth real big, it makes a space. So when we sing, we want to generally, for the most part, have that space open, which means our mouths are open. Okay? So why don't we just go like this and sing that chord, feeling that space here. Ready? Big breath, and. What a beautiful sound. What a great sound. Can I hear this? You know that this summer we're focusing on one kind of musical texture. You know that? You read that? Polyphony. Anybody have any idea what that might be? Polyphony. Say that again?
Sounds like something from different sides.
Something from different sides. Yeah. So it's very close. It has the root poly, and then phony.
Oh.
Polyphony. Sounds. Like many different things forming something together. Excellent. Because poly means many, phony means sound. What would you say if I put this down? They can't hear you.
One sound.
One sound, right. One sound. And if we have sounds that are moving together or making the same kind of statement together, it's homophony. Monophony, homophony, polyphony. Say that like I did.
Monophony, homophony, polyphony.
That's right. So, monophony is a one part alone, all by itself. Doesn't mean one singer alone. It means one part alone. So when the women were singing, oh, they were singing in monophony. Homophony is what you're used to listening to in popular music. It's a melody with some kind of accompaniment. It could be instrumental accompaniment, it could be vocal accompaniment, any kind of accompaniment. That's homophony. And polyphony is the most complex texture to write for, because it involves independent melodies that work together with each other. And for the next 3 weeks, we're going to be exploring that texture. So I'm going to play you something, and maybe you can figure out what texture it is. Yeah, so it begins with one voice. One voice. That came in first, and then something else happened. So.
Well, it sounded like it started with the sopranos, and then it sounded like tenor, so it could have been alto sonature, and then the basses came afterwards.
And what is each voice part doing?
Well, it sounds like they're singing the same part, but after each other.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. They're singing the same melody, but it's time shifted. Who's the person from School of the Future? You'll know what I mean, because you're in the future. Starts with somebody singing something, and then somebody singing the same thing a little later, and somebody singing the same thing a little later. And in elementary school, you might have done this. And if it's the same melody, it's called a what? Remember? They're using the same melody, but one group comes in first, the next group comes in with the same thing, the next group comes in with the same thing. Remember what that was called?
Around.
Around. That's right. That's right. And a technical term for around is canon. A canon is like a rule. So the first voice sets the rule, sings the melody, and then the other voices follow, singing the same melody. So I'm going to hand out the music for this 3 weeks, and I'd like you to look at the very first thing that's there. Just take one and pass it down. By the way, can you guess this? Deep voice guy singing a melody, and other people. Were they all singing the same melody? Yeah? Let's see. Let's go back just a little bit. All singing the same melody? a subspecies of monophonies. It's heterophony. You hear this a lot in folk music of Ireland, where you see the fiddler and you see the pipe player, and they're playing the same melody, but they're playing with different instruments and maybe in different octaves. You see heterophony in where people gather and sing together the same melody. They're singing in different octaves, but it's monophony, but a special time, and everybody's singing together. Now this piece, what do you hear? And what texture do you think that is? Yeah, what? It's only one instrument, but that instrument's doing a lot of stuff. So what did you hear? Is there a melody? And what else is there? What else is there? Listen. What else is there besides the melody? The melody stands out because it's all the way up high. What else is going on underneath? Yeah. There's an accompaniment. And the accompaniment is played with the left hand. The melody's played with the right hand. And they come together. They sound like they're part of the same piece. So, which one of these three textures do you think that was? Monophony is a melody alone, homophony is a melody with accompaniment, and polyphony are independent melodies that are working together. Homophony, right. Homophony. We have one melody and we have an accompaniment for it. Okay, now that's one kind of homophony, where you hear the melody, where you hear the chords being played in a different rhythm from the melody. Bum bing, bum bum ba ba, and then the accompaniment. Boom bing. Yeah. This guy's good, very good. Go ahead.
Would it be okay if I mentioned something?
Of course.
It seems though that I think basically it really comes across as homophonic, but at the same time, if you listen a little more closely, you'll discover that sometimes you see a few traits of polyphony in the left hand because it's not always the same accompaniment. There's some shifting of the left hand part. And even with the other one, it's basically polyphonic, but when the voices are coming together in some places, then it's very much like homophony.
Like homophony.
Yeah, although I think you could argue that it's more homophonic than polyphonic or vice versa. It's like something that's more polyphonic than this. But sometimes, like if you look at the music later on, you'll see that sometimes you get to points where it changes a little bit and you see more block chords instead of separations of all the voices. I thought I might add that.
Right.
It's an idea that.
Right. All of this is strict, strict rules, and composers don't like strict rules. Do you? No. So they do whatever they want. In terms of this piece, the Chopin piece, and other pieces, the bass part, you can say the bass part creates a melody, along with the melody, but it's really to support the melody. It's not really an independent melody. Okay, one more example that you can figure out. Monophony, and what?
Although there were multiple voices, it was always one sound, or at least one pitch that they were trying to sing. So they would all blend as one part, or like one voice.
Did they all sing the same pitch?
Well, not
at
the same
time?
pitch, but like the same melody, or whatever sound they're trying to do.
Uh-huh. Well, actually, they're creating chords, so they're singing different pitches. What makes it difficult to distinguish is that they're moving the same rhythm as the melody. All the voices are moving in the same rhythm as the melody. But the chords are changing because each voice has a different place in the chord. So anybody have an idea? It's a melody with chords moving the same rhythm. Monophony, homophony, polyphony. It's a melody with an accompaniment, isn't it? The accompaniment happens to have the same rhythm as the melody. So which one is it? Homophony, that's right. It's a melody with accompaniment. So there are really two kinds of homophony. One where the accompaniment has a different rhythm than the melody, and one where the accompaniment follows the same rhythm. Okay? That's all the talking we're going to do because we need to sing. So why don't you take a look at this frog round and stand up.